And again, the presentation from longtime booster supporter Bill Glass. Basically what he said, if you didn't hear him, is that he would hope that the basketball team can follow the wrestling team out to, as far as the state tournament is concerned. Bill had a lot of kids that were, had some children that were involved, and they were very fine wrestlers, Dave Evans. That was before my time, but maybe you can comment on some of Bill's wrestling kids.
Well, you know, Bill had a couple of sons, and I think one of his sons was on the first wrestling team that Prairie ever had, which is probably one of the best. You know, he's been following these sports and this gymnasium for many years, and he knows what he's talking about when he says we need a new one.
Okay, we're a few minutes away from the start of the varsity game with the J-Hole Channel 36, Voice of Cedar Rapids Prairie here in East. So go ahead and get that Diet Cola out of the refrigerator, make that ham and cheese sandwich, and we'll be back for varsity action in just a few moments. Another Mississippi Valley Conference game, Paul Betcher. And this is going to be for bragging rights of the Southwest side insofar as basketball. But next week, you know, we got to talk about it now, is a big meet here. We're at Jefferson where the wrestlers come in. And I tell you what, that's going to be a full house. Tickets sold out in the first hour. Just introduced. Further right before him. That's Sean Ty and Chad Steele from Prairie. Just a sophomore, Colin Matisse. For Prairie, you got Eric Smith, black eye and all out there. Picked that up last week up in Dubuque. Jason Morzinski. And here comes a big guy for Prairie. Mike Leffy, just a junior, 6'6". Matt Donner was introduced along with Jeremy Lewis for the Jayhawks. Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about the wrestling already. Now let's concentrate on this basketball game, Paul Betcher. On the camera tonight, we got George Jones and Dave Evans. We got Paul Pink assisting here. This is Jerry Evers. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a barn burner. Jefferson hasn't been doing too well insofar as a conference. They don't have a conference win yet, but they haven't been out in any game except probably the Cedar Falls game. Every game they've lost so far this year, they've been in it.
Oh, no question about it. And of course, Jerry, you throw records out the window tonight. Anytime you got a battle for Southwest supremacy, or as we like to call this, the inside check bowl.
You betcha.
A Colot's bowl, maybe, huh?
Colot's bowl. tip controlled by the Hawks. Shot missed in there. Colin Matisse with the rebound. Gives it off over to Lewis. Matt Donner with a three-pointer. Hupper trying to get the ball inside and they got the ball inside, in and out. Furler had the shot. He takes it inside, and for a two-pointer, that's Jason Furler. Jeremy Lewis brings the ball up. Morzinski brings it back out. Looking for he hands off just like in football. Up and in for Dunn. Ball goes over to the Hawks. Scores 5-2 with a minute expired in the first quarter in favor of the Jayhawks from Jefferson. Hupper, Furler running a point tonight, and gets it into Mike Kleppe, turn around, up and in. Nice turnaround shot there, Paul Betcher.
Really was a vintage Mike Kleppe shot right there.
Ball blocked in there, Jeremy Lewis. They're going to get steal for Colin Matisse at the line for two shots from the cherry stripe. His dad's standing there, sitting right beside me, running the video camera. His dad, he's got odd situation. His dad is a teacher out here at Prairie, and he just reeled back when his son stepped on the free throw line, shaking his head. Kleppe helps out, gets it across to Furler. Kleppe, nothing there. Back out to Smith. Just a little miscommunication there, Paul Betcher, and that's bound to happen.
I'll tell you, in a big game like this, you're going to see a few errors early until the guys really get loosened up and really after it.
Furler with a good defense, knocked it out. Eric Smith defending Jeremy Lewis. Gets it inside to Donner. Lewis inside. That's Ty. Up and in. Nice assist in there. 7-4 Jayhawks. Hupper. Cross court to Smith. Puts up. Oh. Turnover Hawks. And I'll tell you, you're going to get Pat Weldon in the game right now, and I guarantee you Smith is going to set that to Steele. Steele was going in for the rebound, and I'm sure head coach Danny Thiessen's just going to talk to Eric and said, hey, if you got that open shot, go ahead and take it. Lewis. And you're going to get a foul. The Prairie Hawks, Jayhawks have yet to foul. Foul number 1 on Pat Weldon.
Jayhawks have yet to miss a shot.
Big guy, Matisse out front, kicks it off to Ty, back down to Donner. The ball stolen over, and you got Kleppe dribbling it, getting into out by Kleppe, gets the ball out to Chad Steele. Chad puts it up into paint, missed, and a tip in by Steele, and he fouls over the back, and the basket does not count. So the score is still 7-4 in favor of Jefferson. 5:19 left here in the first quarter. You'll get no complaint any coach on a hustle foul like that, Paul.
No question about it. There's a turnover.
Donner throws the ball over Lewis's head. I tell you, that Donner, what an upper body he has. You can tell that he's a baseball player. He has the record for Jefferson as far as home runs. He has Morzinski in there trying to defend Mike Kleppe. So it'll be Hawks.
Checking in now for Jefferson, Jerry's Rex Spicer, a senior, 6'4" center.
Steele gets it off to Furler. Furler takes the 12-footer. Scores a 1-point game. Jayhawks lead by 1. Fast break in here to Ty and went off his fingertips. Good idea. So a chance here for the Hawks from Prairie to go up by 1 or 2 if it's a 3-pointer. Furley gets it off. Steele. Chad Steele puts it up and in. Didn't use the board, but he got it in the basket. Nice assist in there by Hepburn. Lewis to Matisse. Ty missed it, and you're going to get a foul in there. We're looking around, and Colin Matisse for Jefferson. Hawks, Prairie Hawks out of bounds. You got a press installed here. Looked like a ball denial press. Little screen out here. Going to get it Furler. Furler's got a shot here. 2-on-2. Kicks it out over to Chad Steele. He says no. Inside to Kleppe. Kleppe traveled, but he kept that pivot foot down. Inside, and Mike Kleppe. Power move. Assist in there by Weldon. Here comes Jeremy Lewis, and he charges. Mike Kleppe took the charge. That call could have went either way, but if you're a Prairie fan, you say yes, yes, yes. If you're a Jayhawk fan, you'll say, hey, wait a minute, that could have been blocking. Inside to Mike Kleppe, gets it over to Furler. Furler will dribble across. And Ty went down. No foul called. Another no foul called. Kleppe with a hook shot. I haven't seen him shoot the hook shot in about 10 games here. Rex Spicer also in the game, along with Menard. Ball 3-on-3. Kicks it off to Furler. Three-pointer. Oh, in and out. Colin Matisse with power rebound. Ball stolen away by Weldon for two. 12-7 Prairie. Matisse got that rebound and just had another turnover. Matisse with another turnover. Furler gets it off to Weldon. Weldon gets it over here. Power move by Kleppe, and a ball rejected there by number 41, Rex Spicer. And he picks up the foul, so it'd be a two-shot foul for Mike Kleppe. Into the game, you got Aaron Fleckel. Both the Prairie fans and the Jefferson fans are standing up giving these kids a hand. I'll tell you, with only 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter, it's just like we've been here for 3 quarters, Paul.
It really has, Jerry. A lot of action out there, and both these teams have come out very strong here. I'll tell you what, hasn't won a Mississippi Valley Conference basketball game. They're really playing well. And Coach Denny Thiessen, of course, tonight has after victory number 201. So we'll be starting on Denny Thiessen's run of 300 straight victories.
Absolutely right, and we got some kids coming up, and we hope they're going to be involved with that number 300. But the only way you get to 300 is to reach 200, which you did the other night against LaSalle, as we spoke about. And you know, Denny says he doesn't keep count. And Donner got Mike Kleppe for the Prairie Hawks, Aaron Fleckel, Pat Weldon. Second one is missed, scores 13-7 Prairie Hawks. Matisse takes the one dribble, gives it up to Jeremy Lewis. Jeremy Lewis guarded by Weldon. Matisse looking inside.
Drive on him.
You got Lewis with a spin move, puts it up in the paint. Oh, it goes in and out. And you got a hustle in there by Aaron Fleckel. Almost knocked the ball off of Zickman, but Zickman has a good hand. 3-point try by Lewis, nothing but net. Big basket by the Jayhawks. Make it just a 3-point lead in here. And Jason, that's not Jason, it's Brian Jones. Got his hands on the ball for the first time tonight and walked. The adrenaline's flowing a little bit. Lewis. Token pressure by the Prairie Hawks. Ball inside to Zickman, gets it out to Merzinski. Colin with the 15-point. Colin Matisse with the 15-footer. Hits net. It's just a 1-point game now. Aaron Fleckel tries to get it inside. Matisse and Jones are fighting over it. And it goes over the Prairie Hawks. Matisse, big guy, against the skinny sophomore from Prairie. That's Brian Jones. Mike Kleppe gets it out to Pat Weldon. Looked like he traveled. A left-handed shot, missed. Jeremy Lewis. Now here comes Matt Donner with a breakaway. Up and in. Jayhawks lead, 14-13. A minute and 40 seconds left, first period. Ball's inside to Mike Kleppe. Good defense in there, Marinsky. Aaron Flecko in and out. I tell you, good hustle in there by Brian Jones. Got a hand on it. Knocked it off of a Jayhawk fan. Into the game now, number 51, that's Jeff Barkin for the Jayhawks. Sitting down is Colin Matisse. Also in the game is Eric Smith for the Prairie Hawks. Vleckel back to Smith. Fuller off the back of the rim, and ball goes over to Zickman for the Jayhawks. McDonough gives the ball in there, stolen away by Eric Smith. Eric slows it down, looks for a guard. He's got Jones, gets it into Mike Kleppe, and the ball goes over. Trent Mitchell comes in for the Prairie Hawks. Sitting down is Brian Jones. And holy cow, Brian Jones ran into his old man, Mike Kleppe, and I think Jones sees stars. Oh, what a screen. But he was trying to get out of the game. Mike Kleppe has trouble getting his hands on the ball. Ball picked up in there by the Jays to set it up. Gets to Lewis. Lewis retrieves it. A hawking defense by the Prairie Hawks. Lewis, oh, what a pretty shot, Paul Betcher. 16-13 Jayhawks. Here comes Mike Kleppe. He puts it up. And he says the foul was before the basket. Ooh, that was a close one. Morzinski with his come out. Matisse comes in. No, it's Parkin is sitting down. Also in is Ty. Aaron Vleckel from the Prairie Hawks sits down. So let's set up the lineup for the Prairie Hawks. For the Jayhawks, you got Zickman, Ty. Second one is good. 1 point game, Jayhawks by 1. Matt Donner going to challenge Kleppe. Air ball off of Hupfer. So Jayhawks have it under their own basket. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trying to get it inside. Oh, someone missed the assignment. Spicer with the easy bucket. Fuller. Mitchell looking inside. Kleppe's got it. Bingo! All tied up, 18. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Tough defense now here by the Prairie Hawks. They aren't going to let that easy basket. Matisse gets fouled in there by Hupfer. So it'll be ball out of bounds here, right below us. Donner's going to inbound it. Right to Eric Smith. He got away with a travel. Trent Mitchell looking for somebody inside. No trailers. He puts it up himself. In and out. And Kleppe. It counts. Score now is 20-18. I'll tell you what. I didn't know how much time was left, but Mitchell did. He put it up, and it went in and out, and Mike Kleppe with a nice tap in.
Joey, the story of the first quarter is between the 2:56 marker and the 45-second marker, which was 2 minutes and 11 seconds, Jefferson outscored Prairie at 9-1. And that 9-1 break has allowed the Jayhawks to get back in this thing. As the Hawks are ahead here, the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks 20, the Cedar Rapids and Jefferson Jayhawks 18 at the end of one quarter.
You know, you're seeing more and more of this at the college level and at the prep level where you have a game of spurts. And, you know, I just usually in the olden days when you and I went to school, it was trading a basket for a basket. You didn't see this 9-1 or this 15-2 kind of spurt. And I think that just goes with the kind of athletes that's playing the game now.
Prairie's hitting exactly 50% of the field here in the first quarter, 8 out of 16.
And I think Coach Danny Thiessen would be happy with that most nights. Jeremy Lewis brings the ball up, gets it in to Ty. Ty dribbles in. Donner with the three-pointer off the back of the rim. Power rebound in there. That's a foul. That's Matisse's second foul.
In the first quarter, Jerry, and that's pretty good shooting by the Jayhawks.
And what percent is that, Paul?
56%.
He doesn't have a calculator, and so check him at home now. Just divide 8 by 13 and see if he's right. Oh, tough defense in there by Trent Mitchell. And that's going to bring the Jayhawks to the line, shooting 1-1. They both have 5 team fouls. We got Sean Ty, an excellent student. I believe he's a 4.0, Paul, 4.0 grade point average. He's also a good infielder for the baseball team. When you look up and down this roster, you don't see very many football players. They're all either baseball players, and that's all I see is just basically baseball players. A couple, and soccer. But usually, it's odd where you look down here. I think I see Joe Sample as a kicker on the football team, but here it goes. Is that Vlecko there? In and out. No, that was Chad Steele. A lot of bodies on the floor. Trent Mitchell just inside the three-pointer. Matt Downer's going to challenge Mitchell. Ty, nice feed in there, but the ball's missed. Big rebound by, oh, great. Ooh, I tell ya. Mike Kleppe just powered that thing up there. Fuller just couldn't catch up to the ball. In fact, he ran right into the concession room, ordered up a Coke, and said, hey, let's get back to the game. Jeremy Lewis gets the ball across the 10-second line. Looking inside. Gets it in there. Oh, foul in there. Ball missed by Spicer. Kleppe is that's number 1 on Kleppe. Kleppe ran into foul trouble here the last few games, and you can't afford to have Mike Kleppe out of the game if you're a Prairie Hawk fan. Spicer shooting 2. First one missed. Morzinski comes in. Sitting down is Colin Matisse. A chance now here for Spicer to tie the game up. Off the back rim, Mike Kleppe with another rebound. Ball deflected by Jeremy Lewis. Prairie Hawk ball on the sideline right below us. Eric Smith's going to inbound it. A press installed here by the Jayhawks. We got a breakaway basket, and Mike Kleppe looked up just like he was a receiver on a sideline break, looked up, and their ball's right on him. And nice steal by Eric Smith, and Chad Steele picks up the garbage. Eric Smith, Steele looking inside. They're always looking for Mike Kleppe. Here's Furler, foul in there by Ty. He looks at the referee and says, what did I do? The referee said, you hacked him. That's Ty's first foul. It's going to put Furler to the line, shooting 1-1. Has Furler scored yet tonight?
Furler has 4 points, Jerry. 2 out of 4 from the field.
Coming to the game is Chris Ransom. The scores table said that that's Joe Sample that came in. I show number 13 as Chris Ransom. That is Sample out there. We'll correct the program here. Smith is going to get called for his second foul. Oh, they changed it to Pat Weldon. Now they change it back to Smith. I was right. See, that's what happens when you start listening to these the scores table. We had the foul right in the beginning. Well, I'm at loss now. Somebody's going to have to help me when Chris Ransom comes in the game because we have him pegged as number 13 in the program. Okay, Batiste tells me that Ransom's not even suited up tonight. We know Chris Ransom, he's probably a home study, and he's another 4.0 student. Weldon gets it inside to Mike Kleppe, kicks it out to Furler. Furler gives up the three-pointer, back to Kleppe. Kleppe looks inside. Trent Mitchell couldn't get his hand. Sitting down is Chad Furler, Kleppe, Mitchell, and Hupfer. Furler inside. There he is, the big guy. What a sweet shot. Makes the score 22-20. Prairie Hawks leading.
11 points for Mike Kleppe.
He's due for a big night again. Jeremy Lewis has an inside 13-footer up and in. Ties it up, 22-all.
8 for Lewis.
Ball stolen away by Lewis, gives it up to Kleppe. Misses it. Hupfer, and he's going to get fouled. I think it's Colin Matisse with his third foul. His dad's sitting next to me and says, oh, geez, if you're going to foul him, do a better job than that. Hey, Colin, let's tell your dad you're just a sophomore. You're still learning the game. Hupfer puts the first one up and in. You know, we all have kids that play basketball, and it's usually the dads who are the worst critics of the kids' game.
Oh, my wife's pretty bad.
Yeah. My wife will only allow me to put a camera on our 7th graders because I'm too loud. And, well, Jeremy Lewis only traveled twice that time. The referee caught him the second time. Prairie Hawk ball going to the length of the court. They need Trent Mitchell with the ball. We're seeing something right now that the Hawks are just trying to get the ball inside of Mike Kleppe, and everybody else is standing around watching. And if Kleppe's not moving, we don't move the ball. And this is something new I've seen tonight, is Kleppe's trying to make that drive once he gets that ball on the high post.
Right, Jerry. And I think turnovers tonight, 15 turnovers so far, split evenly between the two teams, or pretty evenly, 8-7. And tell you, both these teams trying to get every edge they can.
Good use of the glass in there by Porter Zickman. Breakaway here. Kleppe puts it up. Morzinski just couldn't already. Matisse in foul trouble with 3. Ball's given over there to Spicer, who didn't expect it. And Kleppe steals the ball. 3-0 right now. Hupfer, nice assist in there by Pat Weldon. Almost another turnover. And Matt Donner kept it from being a turnover for the Jayhawks.
Porter Zickman from Jefferson, Jerry, was the golf medalist at the Mississippi Valley Conference golf meet this past fall, so he's a good one. Not only in basketball, but golf.
I remember Porter when he was just a youngster at an apartment complex, and his mother, that's right, it just came to me. We used to babysit that kid now and then. Gee, that now really ages me now. Look at Porter, how big he is. Porter gives up the 3-pointer again, goes in the land of the Giants. Holy cow! 29-26, Prairie. Jeremy Lewis has trouble trying to get the handle on that rock. Gets it over here to Spicer. Spicer wheels and deals, goes up, defended by Hupfer. Rebounded in there by Pat Weldon. Another assist by Furler. No, that was Weldon.
Weldon make the basket? Or who made the basket?
Hupfer with the basket. 31-26, Prairie Hawks with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Lewis stepped on the line, nothing called. Nice rebound in there by the Jayhawks. Up and in by Zickman. Zickman caught this Jayhawk team on fire. Kleppe inside, double teamed in there. Furler says, I'm going to give it to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up and in. Assist by Furler. Furler's giving up the 3-pointer and taking it inside. Screen in there by Spicer, just about knocked Hupfer. All ball on that, but they're going to call Mike Kleppe with the foul. They posted up Hupfer, and Hupfer just didn't have the height advantage there. And weak side help in there by Mike Kleppe. Got him with his second personal foul. Going to send Jeremy Lewis to the line shooting 2. Eric Smith into the game. Weldon sits down. Parkin, number 15, is Koningsmark in there. Koningsmark, an excellent. We got a lane violation.
technical foul.
Technical foul.
Get to shoot the second.
Donner ran on the court. They had 6 guys on the court, and that's a technical. So,
6 guys on the court.
So it's a technical foul on Jefferson. They had 6. So why does Jefferson shoot the foul?
Oh, they had a foul shot there. They had to finish.
Okay, so they're going to finish the foul shot. So it's going to give Huffer at the line shooting 2, and also Prairie Hawks will have the ball. Hawks sent the 6th man on the court. Huffer trying to extend the 4-point lead for the Prairie Hawks. Missed the first one. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first half. Huffer makes the score 34-29, Prairie Hawks. So you got a press installed here by the Jayhawks. Up, Furler gets it. Smith walked big time. Just couldn't get the feet going that time.
I'll tell you, the Jeff's a pretty quick team on the perimeter, and I think that realize that and try to make a little quick move there.
Weldon in. Smith sits down. Brian Jones in, along with Hupfer, Furler, and Mike Kleppe. Weldon against Parkin. Donner shoots a 15-foot jump shot, bounces around. Ball put up and in by Jeff Parkin. 6'4" center, he's just a junior. Pat Weldon picks up number 2. Sean Ty comes in. Sitting down was Brad Polk. Jeremy Lewis, you got Ty, Donner, Morzinski, and Parkin shooting the foul shot. He gets a shot off the front of the rim. Power rebound in there by Mike Kleppe. 3-point game. Brian Jones, 2-pointer. He hits it. A nice shot for a sophomore. Get around Eric Smith. Donner looks inside, thinks about the 3-pointer. Brian Jones, good defense. Parkin gets it over here to Lewis. Lewis looking inside. Morzinski gets it into Donner, goes in the land of the Giants, and up and in. Sean Ty. Prairie's ball. 3-point game with 1 minute and 51 seconds left. Prairie Hawks lead. Eric Smith looking for somebody to throw to. Gets it inside to Mike Kleppe, and Mike Kleppe tries to get the Furler. Good defense in there by Sean Ty. Eric Smith. Hupfer, defended by Jeremy Lewis. Brian Jones, he's going to get inside of the big guy, shoots a soft jump shot. That's 2 for Mike Kleppe. And you're going to get a foul on Furler. Didn't have the step on him. That's number 1 on Furler. Going to bring Jeremy Ty. No, that's Sean Ty to the line, shooting 1-and-1. 5-point lead in here by the Prairie Hawks with 1 minute 37 seconds left. First one's good. Cuts it to a 4-point lead for Prairie. Second one good. Just a 3-point game now. Hupfer, Smith, back to Hupfer, trying to get the ball inside of the big guy. Nice defense in there by Parkin. I think he partially deflected that ball. I think that's 2 blocks by Parkin. Ty Looking inside to Jeremy Lewis, trying to draw that third foul on Mike Kleppe. Up and in by Parkin. No, Merzinski. Jeremy Lewis got the steal, and nice hustle in there by Sean Ty. Gets the rebound, but when he came down, he was standing on the line. So the Prairie Hawks get a reprieve here. Mike Kleppe sits down. You got Chad Steele in the game. Steele has the ball now. Decides to bring it up. The big guys are having to help on this press that the Jayhawks have implemented. It's not usually a good sign. That means that they're playing good defense in the guards. Jones with the ball. Smith gets the ball to Jeremy. Ball stolen away by Jeremy Lewis, and that's all Hupfer had to do was to foul. With another turnover, he sits down along with Hupfer sitting down. In the game for the Prairie Hawks, we got Aaron Vleckel along with Chad Steele, Brian Jones, Pat Weldon, and Furler. In the game for the Jayhawks, you got Donner, Zickman, Lewis, Parkin, and that's a third foul on rebound in there. Up and missed. Oh, they're missing Mike Kleppe. Parkin with the basket. They're missing Mike Kleppe. They need the rebound. Weldon with a three-pointer. Air ball. Lewis with the rebound for the Jayhawks. Jayhawks own a 2-point lead now with 19 seconds left. Tie over to Jeremy Lewis. Donner looking for somebody inside. Kicks it off to Ty. 2-pointer, 4-point lead. Hawks need a basket. Got 7 seconds left. That's going to be Flecko in and out. Flecko with his own rebound. It'll count if it's in and out again. Flecko got robbed twice. So at the end of the first half, the score is 42 for Jefferson, 38 for Prairie. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half here at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Jefferson leading 42-38 here at the half. There's the shot, no good by Kleppe. Nice rebound by the Jayhawks. Coming out there with the ball now, that's Jeremy Lewis, number 25, all the way down. Posts up and shoots, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kleppe loses it, regains it. Outlet to Hopfer. Justin will set it up with 7:26 to go. Kleppe with a nice shot there, Jerry Evers, and the Hawks are off and running here. And the shot from the far side, right in there. Colin Matisse hits the nice field goal. And back to the commander, Jerry Evers.
Thank you, Paul Betcher. Hupfer from the corner. That's only 2. So it's a 2-point game by the Jayhawks. Up and in by Donner. We got racehorse basketball right now. Mitchell gets it into Kleppe. Weldon gives up the 3-point. Hupfer's hot. Oh, he just missed. Rebound in there. Gonna get a foul on Furler. 4-point lead in here by the Jayhawks, 46-42.
Jerry, first half stats here. Jefferson 17 out of 27 from the field. Very warm, 55-56%. Prairie Hawks even 50%, 14 out of 28. So they were down a little bit on their second quarter shooting. Be interesting to see if they can come back here.
Ty, he charged.
He's got about 10 charges this year. He's got 10 charges on him.
And Mike Kleppe took that charge. That Ty, I tell you, he goes right in and mixes it up. He draws a lot of charges, and that shows you that he is aggressive. Furler wheels and deals. He puts it up, in and out. Rebound by Colin Matisse. Gives it off to Donner. Donner's looking for somebody. Nobody's there. Gets it inside to Merzinski. Double teamed in there by Mitchell. Rebound in there by Mike Kleppe. Breakaway by Furler. Puts it up and in. That's an assist by Kleppe. 8 for Furler. Donner defended in there by Furler. I tell you, that Donner, he is built. I want him on my side, and Donner just picked up the foul. I want Donner on my side when we walk down in that dark alley, because look at the arms on that kid. Oh, you can see why he jerks those balls right out of the ballpark. What a build. Weldon gets the ball into Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to Kleppe. Kleppe back to Trent Mitchell. Mitchell, Furler, Hupper, 3-point, no, he gives it there to Weldon. Weldon traveled, nothing called, and Weldon turns the ball over. Got underneath in no man's land and couldn't go for the hoop and had to kick it out, and the Prairie guard was not there. 5 minutes and 39 seconds left. Long shot by Matisse, rebound by Weldon. Weldon was fouled, gets the ball down to Mitchell. Underneath the Mike Kleppe, puts the nice one in. Mitchell with a nice assist. So it's 46, all tied up. Morzinski tried to get the ball into Matisse. Double teamed in there by the Prairie Hawks. Coming in now is Rex Spicer, the 6'4" center. Sitting down is Morzinski. Donner has the ball. He'll take it inside. Blocked in there by Trent Mitchell, but they said he got his arm. So that's 2 fouls on Trent. Prairie and Jefferson both have 2 team fouls apiece. Timeout Jefferson. I'll tell you, Coach Bob Landis, he sees something he needs to correct. He calls a timeout right now. And the same way goes for Denny Thiessen. Last year at Jefferson was blowing out the Hawks in the first quarter, and I believe Denny Thiessen called 3 timeouts within a 2-minute span. And everybody was looking at one another and wondering, holy cow, I tell you, you don't have any timeouts left, Denny. And it proved in the end, because the Prairie Hawks pulled out that game. They were buried deep in that game, and in the end, the Prairie Hawks were on top. In fact, Coach Denny Thiessen talked about that the other night, that was one of his best come-from-behind victories that he remembers in his whole coaching career. Anything interesting in the stats, Paul Betcher?
Well, I'll tell you, free throwing, both these teams haven't had a great free throwing night, but both of them are hanging in there pretty tough. Prairie shooting a little bit better than Jefferson. Jefferson's had more opportunities, and that's kept him in the ballgame.
Matt Donner, the potential All-Stater third base pitcher for the Jayhawks. Makes them both, gives his team a 2-point lead with 5 minutes left here in the third period. Mitchell with a 2-pointer just inside that 3-point ring. Ties it up, 48 all. Donner gives up the ball, and nice save in there by Hupper. Gets it to Mike Kleppe, and Kleppe did travel. They're gonna, Matt Matisse is gonna be standing right beside Herky over there.
A few scores here, a little scoring here, Jerry. Mike Kleppe leading the Hawks here with 19 points. Furler with 8. Justin Huffer has 11 points for the Prairie Hawks. For Jefferson, Ty with 11. And Donner has 8. Jeremy Lewis with 12.
Spicer looking inside. Lewis back to Spicer inside. Nice little turnaround jumper. How many points is that for Spicer? 4? 3-pointer by Furler, in and out, rebound by Ty. Look left. Menard gives the ball up, and Jeremy Lewis just about fouled Pat Weldon, so Weldon ties it up. It's 50 all now, and Trent Mitchell gets called for his third foul. Third team foul. That's belly button to belly button defense, Paul.
tell you, Trent Mitchell's a fine ball player. Of course, played free safety for the football team and is out here and has done a nice job of playing in that 6, 7, 8 position for the Hawks and has given the Hawks a big boost this year.
He's got to play a lot with co-captain Keith Kleppe out sick. He's been sick for several days. Shot missed in there. Outlet pass by Mike Kleppe to Furler. He puts it up and in. 2-point lead here for the Prairie Hawks. Matisse behind the back dribble. His dad just about came out of his chair when he saw that. He says, "You aren't a guard, Colin." And Ty puts it up, gets fouled in there by Hupfer, and that's a big foul. That's number 4. Say, Dad, what about that behind the back dribble? Did he learn that from you or from his mom?
Oh, his 9-year-old brother Ian taught him that.
Parkin comes in. Also, Porter Zickman comes in. Colin Matisse sits down. Also in there, you got Mike Menard, Ty, Jeremy Lewis, and Spicer.
That's 12 for Ty. He's really played a nice game. Every time they seem to need a basket, Ty is able to come through.
He's in
13 points. He's missed a free throw and 2 field goals. He's had a real good shooting night, Jerry.
Okay. It's all tied up now, 52 all. Weldon. Furler takes it inside, blocked in there by Menard. Menard puts a soft jumper up and he scores. Did it on both ends that way. He had a block on the defensive side and puts a jumper up. Kleppe gets it out to Furler, gives up the 3-pointer back to Kleppe. Kleppe gets a ball stolen away and back to Mitchell, over to Aaron Fleckel, guarded by Jeremy Lewis. Mitchell, 13-footer, missed. Jeremy Lewis has a ball stolen away from him. Mitchell gives it to Weldon. Weldon wheels and deals and back to Furler. And no basket. 3 seconds. I don't understand it. He was in a shooting motion. Get a stopwatch on that. That was 2.5. Batista standing beside me says, no, it was 4 seconds. Jeremy Lewis has the ball go off his thigh. Jeremy Lewis has looked like he's going to be converted to the Jayhawk catcher position this summer. Just a junior, 6 foot. Prairie Hawks trying to tie it up here. Mike Kleppe will shoot the jumper. That's a hook shot, and I'll tell you what, you put her in, and you're going to get Parkin with number 4.
Kleppe, 21 points.
Ah, no, that's Parkin's first personal. You got too many chicken marks there. It looked like it was number 4, but it's just his first personal. Kleppe for number 22, up and in. 1-point lead here by the Prairie Hawks. Jeremy Lewis brings it across the 10-second line. Matisse looking inside. Morzinski decides to dribble the ball, double teamed in there. Donner from 3-point range. He had a toe on that line. They give him 2 points. 1-point lead here by the Jayhawks.
Jury 11 for Donner. Donner's had 7 points without missing a shot in the second half.
Furler, 3-point range. Yes, yes, yes.
13 for Furler.
So the guards are coming through. I think Hupfer's got 8, but he's sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Furler's got 13, and Aaron Fleckel gets called. Two-shot foul in here. Porter Zickman at the charity stripe. Eric Smith for the Prairie Hawks comes in. Pat Weldon sits down for a well-deserved rest. Mike Kleppe in the game. Kleppe looks like he's not tired yet, but he's been playing a lot this game. Zickman rolls around and rolls through.
Zickman off the bench, 2 for 2 from the field, 1 for 1 from the line. 5 points.
Second one, nothing but net. We're all tied up again, 58 all with 1:39 left. Matisse knocks it out of bounds. You're going to have Eric Smith from the Prairie Hawks inbounding it. More than likely he'll go into the big guy. There it is. Brzezinski guarding Furler. Ran into Donner. Triple teamed in there. Kleppe missed it. Matisse with the rebound. Donner looking for somebody deep. Matisse out front. Lewis looking for Donner. Donner has it. Donner's going to go inside. And I'll tell you, Jerry, when you're hot, you're hot. Wow. He just kind of clears them away when he goes in there. Mike Kleppe double team, three-point try, deep for Furler, missed. Follows his own rebound. Lucky he didn't draw the foul there. Jeremy Lewis picks it up, kicks it up. Donner, three-point range. Oh, it missed. Lewis with the rebound, takes it inside. Nice drive by Lewis. He misses a shot. Rebound in there by Eric Smith. Down deep to Furler, up and in. Holy cow, these teams are hot now.
15 for Furler, Jerry.
Zickman scores. And the basket counts, and Colin Matisse picks up his 4th personal foul. And Colin looks at the referee, says, did the basket count? And the referee said, you bet.
Jerry Jefferson's ahead 62-60, but I want you to listen to some of this scoring. Zickman is 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line. Parkin has come off the bench. He's 2 out of 3 from the field. Menard has hit his only shot. Spicer's 2 for 2. I mean, that's 90% shooting off your bench.
These guys call it from the jump ball. Consistent. Yeah, but still, you got to go with what they're doing.
Brian Jones in the game. Kicks it off over here to Furler. Inside to Mike Kleppe. Power rebound, or power drive in there. No one's going to stop him when he does that. Ties it up 62 all. Jeremy Lewis takes it inside. Bounces around. Nice position in there by Spicer. Throws up the Prairie as he was falling back. I'll tell you, that Spicer is a competitor. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's all tied up, 62 apiece. Colin Matisse is going to report in here.
Jerry, the Jefferson bench is now 8 out of 11 from the field with that last miss, but 8 out of 11. That's about 75% shooting, a little bit better than 75% off the bench. And that's, I'll tell you, that's the reason they're in this ball game right now.
The Hawks game plan, you can see as soon as they came out, they've been trying in the first half getting that ball inside every time to Mike Kleppe, but now he's kicking it out, and those guards are shooting the uncontested 2 or 3-pointer. The only difference is that right now the Hawks aren't hitting that shot. Like you say, 8 for 11 for the Jayhawks, and it's funny that they only have that is tied up. They ought to be up by 10.
Well, that's the thing, you know, if everything else were equal, they would be. Prairie 11 out of 18 in the 3rd quarter. Jefferson 7 of 13. So Prairie getting more shots, and that's what's allowed them to stay in the ballgame.
Like we say, Matisse is back in the game to start this 4th quarter. Tie. Back to Zickman. Lewis. Good ball movement now. Matisse couldn't dribble in. Zickman. Prairie fans are hauling 3 seconds. Zickman open underneath. Colin Matisse. Jeremy Lewis kicks it off to Brzezinski with 2. Oh, I tell you, nice defense in there by Sean Ty. Prairie Hawks were lucky on that. I think they got a break. Eric Smith kicks it out to Furler. Furler tries a deep 3-pointer. Oh, Furler's 0 for 3 right now. The last 3 shots have been 3-pointers, and he just missed each one of them. If 2 or 3 of those went in, the Hawks would have a commanding lead right now. That's the difference in this early 4th quarter, late 3rd quarter. We have 7 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lewis, nice in pass in here to Merzinski. Oh, Batiste with a power rebound, puts it up and in. Nice move, gives his Jayhawks a 4-point lead. Furler, Kleppe, Furler gives up the three-pointer. Smith will take the 15-footer. Kleppe with the rebound, he missed. Merzinski with the rebound, and Eric Smith, or Chad Steele, picks up the foul, and that sends the Jayhawks to the line shooting 1-1. That's number 4 on Steele.
That's right. I was going to say, I disagree with that.
Now they corrected it again. Second. Paul, I gotta take a look at your stats. I can't listen to the announcer or look at the board, but I just followed what the board said. Said there was 4 fouls there. Merzinski, first one up and good. 5-point lead here by the Jayhawks. Rebound by Smith. Jones. Smith takes it inside, looked like he traveled, and it goes in. Smith has really come on in the last 3 games, Paul Betcher. Donner inside to Merzinski, double team, back out to Jeremy Lewis. He wasn't ready to shoot. Donner back to Matisse. Merzinski, Lewis. Donner, Merzinski was open, but he didn't get the ball to him. Mike Kleppe guarding Merzinski in there. The Hawks right now from Prairie look like they have the height advantage against Matisse with a long jump shot. Blocked in there, nicely rebounded in there by the Prairie Hawks, Mike Kleppe. Jones kicks it off to Furler. Furler takes it inside. Jones with a three-pointer. Oh, missed. Rebound in there by the Prairie Hawks. Smith puts it up and in. Smith has scored the last 2 baskets for the Prairie Hawks. 1-point lead in here by the Jayhawks at Jefferson. And Coach Bob Landis says, hey, let's talk it over, fellas. Calls a timeout. So with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game, the Jayhawks, who have the ball, own a 1-point lead. We're going to zero in here on the Prairie Hawk cheerleading squad. You got Tally Janelle, Laura Webster, Andrea Hanlon, I should say, Melissa Bars, Amber Sanford, and Herky out there is Melissa Byerly and Lynette Carnahan. Get a nice hand from the Prairie fans here. Doesn't get any easier for the Prairie Hawks. 3 more days. Iowa City High comes in here. Defending state champion, currently ranked number 1, undefeated. Kleppe with you're going to have a intentional foul. Oh no, they call, I don't understand this. They call a double dribble. The referee's behind him. He's out of position. He gets a foul. He gets fouled in the process, and they call a turnover on Kleppe.
Athletic director Bob Jennings just almost went off the upper deck on that call.
You got to be careful with Jennings. He can't get upset like that. Matisse goes in, misses, he gets fouled, and Spicer fouls Steele. That's number 2 on Spicer. Steele puts the first one up and in, and he ties it up, 67 all. Second one is good by Steele. 1 point lead here by the Prairie Hawks. Jeremy Lewis defended in there by Smith. Jeremy Lewis had an open shot. He gets it inside to Spicer. Nice feed in there by Lewis. Spicer with the 2 points. Now we have the lead exchanged again. 3-pointer by Furler again. He gets fouled in there by Donner. Nothing called. And Furler is cold now. And Hupfer jumps up, goes in. He's ready to go in, and Furler's going to sit down. We need some outside firepower. Okay, we got Ty looking inside. No one's moving now. Matisse with 4 fouls. Ty has trouble with the ball. Spicer looking inside. A lot of movement now inside. Good defense is still by the Hawks. Lewis is going to take it in. Tries to draw that 4th foul on Kleppe. Oh, ball knocked away in there. And Chad Steele comes up with the rebound. 3.5 minutes left here. Prairie Hawks down by 1. They're going to work for the good shot right now. Jones tries to get it into Kleppe. Furler. Smith. Smith is hot. He puts it off the glass. Up and in. 1 point lead by Prairie. Exactly 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Oh, nice feed in there, and Ty puts it up and in. Oh, it's a barn burner now, Paul Betcher. Jones gets it inside to Mike Kleppe. Oh, what a move! Holy cow! Oh, that was Division I move.
That's sweet.
Oh, I tell you what, we had about 2 recruiters down here, stood up on that, wrote something down on that clipboard. Oh, he moved up a notch or 2 in the recruiting wars. Oh, but he's just a junior. Ty goes inside with a nice off the glass. He kissed it off the glass, puts it up and in. 73-72. Prairie is behind by 1. Steele with a 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Kleppe with the rebound. He loses the ball, kicks it back. Matisse with a steal. Long pass in here to Donner. Donner slows it up a bit. His team owns a 1 point lead, defended in there by Furler. Hupfer can't get into the game. And Hupfer be able to get in the game now. That's number 2 on Smith. Here comes Hupfer, and Furler sits. No, as Brian Jones sits down. And I guarantee you, Coach Denny Thiessen told Justin Hupfer, you got an open shot, take it, young man. Jeremy Lewis. Oh, off the back of the rim. Furler with the rebound. Exactly 2 minutes left. Smith kicks it off to Steele. Smith, 14-footer off the front of the rim. Hupfer with the rebound. Almost a travel in there. 2 Prairie Hawks had their hands on it. Oh, Hupfer almost threw it out. Kleppe, 15-footer. Nice save by Jeremy Lewis. Kicks it off to Ty. Jayhawks with a 1 point lead. Jeremy Lewis looking inside. You know the Jayhawks are going to go inside with this. Either that or Donner's going to go down the lane. And Chad Steele's going to get called. Donner put his shoulder down, drew the foul. Steele with number 3 on it. Donner going to the line, shooting 1-and-1. I tell you what, it's gut check time right now because the Jayhawks have a 1 point lead. You got Pat Weldon coming into the game, and we have timeout on the floor here. 1 minute and 8 seconds left here with the Jayhawks leading by 1. You're watching Cox Cable Channel 36, voice of Cedar Rapids Prairie here in the metro area. Dave Evans, George Jones on the camera. Paul Betcher, this is Jerry Evers. Glad to bringing you this game. Remember, next week, stay tuned, same time, same channel, for the big shootout over at Jefferson Wrestling. Coach Briggs trying to break that consecutive streak that goes back to 1976 here, owned by Prairie. They have not lost to a Metro team since January 1976. If the Prairie Hawks can hang on to that for the next 2 years, you may have some Prairie Hawks wrestling in the at the varsity level that streak goes back before they were born. Unbelievable streak. Matt Donner now going to the line. I tell you, nothing but net. That's a senior for you. Next point is big. Could give a 3-point lead here for the Jayhawks, and that he does. Weldon inbounds it. Prairie Hawks got to come down, get it inside. And they're triple teaming Mike Kleppe. Furler, he can't buy a bucket tonight. Kleppe with a rebound. Oh, he had it. And, Matt Donner with the nice steal in the rebound, or gets the garbage. Hupper shoots a wild shot, misses, and Mike Kleppe just mugs Colin Matisse. Colin Matisse turns around and says to Kleppe, I'm going to put him in, big guy. Kleppe draws number 3, and right now the score is 77-72 Jayhawks. You have the sophomore at the line shooting 1-1. A lot of control in there by the referees. They could have called that an intentional foul. And I think that's what Matisse and Kleppe were talking about. Oh, nice bucket in there by Matisse. Gives his team a 6-point lead with 42 seconds left here. Difference in the game is outside shooting of the Prairie Hawks here in the late third quarter and early or all the fourth quarter. They can't buy a bucket from the outside. Furler gives it to Weldon. Weldon. Hupper shoots the 3-pointers. Got to go for the Prairie Hawks. Nothing. Weldon and Steele shoot over. Weldon with the 3-pointer. Yes! And the Prairie Hawks call a timeout. 75-79. 4-point lead in here. I'll tell you what, that's the first 3-pointer tonight for Weldon. He hit 3 the other night against LaSalle, and the other 2 guards just can't buy a bucket out there. He's got to shoot it.
7 points for Weldon tonight, Jerry. He's done a nice job. And the Hawks now with 27 seconds, they got to get good pressure on the inbound, get the interception, score, call timeout. My hat goes off to Jayhawks. They've really played hard here tonight. Done an excellent job. I don't have the percentage off the bench, but at one time in the second half, they were 8 out of 11 off their bench. When a team shoots that well, I'll tell you what, they're going to be in any ball game.
I tell you, for any team, whether you're undefeated in the Valley or you haven't had a win in the Valley, when you come in and play in the Hawks dance, it's going to be a tough game no matter what. And so far, the Jayhawks have proven it. And I think that the true difference of the game has to be the last minute of the second quarter. The Prairie Hawks had a 5-point lead, and it melted away to where Donner gets the ball inside, and Furler fouls him. It'll be a 1-and-1. Furler that's number 3 on Furler. Coach Bob Landis is coming to the line, begging for an intentional foul. But Furler was going for the ball that time. Anytime you're going for the ball, you are going to get called for that intentional foul. Donner, last time at the line, he drained both of them. 25 seconds lead, or left here. Jeremy Lewis steps back. Matisse steps back. Jayhawk can afford to pick up a foul. Oh, missed in there. Hupper's going to have to shoot it. Gets it off to Furler. Furler takes it inside, puts it up. Yes! Timeout called by the Prairie Hawks. 15 seconds left here. A 2-point ball game. Jefferson 79, Prairie Hawks 77. It's not over yet, Paul Betcher.
No, it sure isn't, Jerry. I'll tell you, these kids are fighters, and they're going to battle right to the very end in this one.
Well, Fuller came through. You got Trent Mitchell's going to check into the game. I don't know who's going to set down yet. He's in there for defense and for rebounding. I tell you, maybe I think what Mitchell's in there for is a quick foul. You got Hupper with 4. Now, I'll guarantee you, it's Hupper that's going to be down, probably sitting on the bench with the 4 fouls. We'll see when they clear out here. Well, who do you foul? You foul Donner, who just missed the last one? Lewis?
Don't foul anybody. Steal the inbound pass.
I tell you, Matisse made his last 2 shots. Weldon picks up number 3, but it makes no difference now with 14 seconds left. But why not put a sophomore at the line? The last time he was at the line, he drained them both. He drains the first one. You had a big sigh of relief from Colin Matisse. He goes, oh man, am I glad that one went. Dad sitting next to me didn't move a muscle. Second one is good. 4-point lead by the Jayhawks. Mitchell kicks it off to Furler. Furler's looking for somebody inside, and that's Cluppy. 7 seconds left, and the Prairie Hawks called their last time out here, and they're down by 2. Before the cheerleaders started cheering, it was real quiet in here.
Yeah, it really was. Interesting ball game tonight. Can't ask for more of a ball game than we've had, Jerry. Southwest side rivalry, and it's come down to the very last 7 seconds of the ball game. I'll tell you, Matisse did a nice job sinking those 2 free throws to give Jeff the lead. Now the Hawks have got to come back, get the turnover, get the quick basket, and go in overtime.
Matisse is not playing like a sophomore. Actually, he's the man in charge underneath the basket right now. Not taking anything away from Brzezinski, but you got Matisse, who's pointing out where people should go. He's on the line a lot, so let's look for someone to foul. Hawks got to make sure that they don't make it look intentional. Oh, that's going to be an intentional foul. Hupper, the senior, grabs tie by the jersey. Anytime that happens, you're going to get called for the foul. And right now, you can look at Coach Denny Thiessen right now. He's talking to Justin and says, I can read his lips. He's saying, that's a dumb foul, Justin. But, you know, the crowd is cheering, but with an intentional foul like that, the Jayhawks are going to get the ball back. So with six seconds left, Sean sinks it. So now you're back to a 3-point lead. Hupper's out with his 5th foul. Matisse is going to inbound it. Oh, Pat Weldon had the ball with 3 seconds left, and he stepped out of bounds. Jayhawks ball underneath their own basket.
Excellent comeback here. Mike Yak goes off to both these fine teams for an excellent ball game. Jeff is going to win it right here. And they do 84-79.
And I'll tell you, Matt Donner, the last one counted. The final score, 84-79. Jefferson came in here, winless in the Mississippi Valley. They just etched their first one now in the win column. Handshake by the teams right there. Like you said, Paul Betcher, each team played their hearts out. Oh, I tell you, Coach Bob Landis down there. He's breathing a big sigh of relief. So we'll be back with second half stats in just a minute.
Dave, ready to go here. We're going to give you the stats for the night's ball game for the victorious Jefferson Jayhawks, who won tonight 84-79. We'll go through their scoring. Ty had a very fine night tonight. 6 out of 8 from the field, 6 out of 8 from the line, 18 points for the small forward for the Jefferson Jayhawks. Colin Matisse, a fine game, 3 out of 6 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the line, 7 points. Brzezinski was 2 out of 5 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the line for 5 points. Donner was just fantastic, Dave Evans. Donner was 7 for 12 from the line, from the field, 4 out of 4 from the line, 19 points for Matt Donner. Jeremy Lewis, 4 out of 9 from the field, 3 out of 6 from the line for 12 points. Spicer, 3 out of 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from the line, 6 points. Porter Zickman, 3 out of 3 from the field, 2 out of 2 from the line, 8 points. Sample did not score tonight. Parkin was 2 out of 3 from the field, make that 2 out of 3 from the field for 4 points. Minard was 1 out of 1 from the field for 2 points. And Dave and Jerry, the amazing thing about Jefferson, they were 6 out of 9. That would be 7 out of 12. 8 out of 13 tonight from the field off their bench. And that's the difference in the ballgame. Jefferson got 8 out of 13 shooting from Spicer, Zickman, Sample, Parkin, and Menard. And that, with the problems, Prairie had a little problem defensively on the weak side of the basket there. And Jefferson just did a fine job, man. As a Jefferson fan up here said, they're not a 1-9 team or a 1-9 team. They came out, really played a fine ball game, and came into Prairie after we did a great job, played one of the finest ball games that Denny Thiessen's ever been involved in. And at their place, we trailed so badly at the half and came back. Tonight, though, the Hawks were right there. The Jefferson Jayhawks were right there tonight, answered the Prairie challenge, and came away with a fine victory. So our hats go off to the Jefferson Jayhawks tonight. 84-79 win. We'll be back with more Prairie Jefferson action. And of course, Dave Evans, what need we say? Number 1, Cedar Rapids Prairie. Number 2, Cedar Rapids Jefferson next week in what is being called the match of the century in wrestling. What do you think?
I think you called it right, Paul. It's going to be exciting, just like this basketball game. Jefferson came out on top because they played better ball tonight. I think it's going to be the other way around next week in the wrestling thing. The excitement, this crowd got into this game, and it was just phenomenal. The whole the sportsmanship of the crowd was outstanding. Just an exciting event tonight, and we'll be back next week.
For Jerry Evers, for Dave Evans, for George. Below us, we have a physical education class that's currently working out here in the final period of the day.